So the question I get asked frequently is, why are we starting seeds so early? It's still frozen, it's not even workable yet. And the answer is, although it's early now, the growing season is just around the corner, and you want to have seedlings that are strong and ready to be hardened off when the conditions outside is more suitable for growing those plants. And especially for those warm season crops that need a longer growing season that just doesn't happen naturally in our climate. So let's dive in. I have a few that I've pre-selected already, and I'm just gonna go over them with you. Okay, so we're actually going to start with the greens. Our family loves to eat a lot of greens in our soups or for fresh eating, and that includes watercress. I'm going to be starting Georgia collards. I'm gonna start some rainbow Swiss chard, saluyot, which is also called molokia here. We're gonna start a lot of mustards. I have the shungiku chrysanthemum. We're also starting some bok choy, tatsoi, petsai, and some different varieties of bok choy, giant southern giant mustard, the red giant mustard, and my grandma's mustard seeds. I think I still have the container. My grandma's mustard seeds from 2012. I've gathered seeds from those. I'm gonna start some mizuna, and we're also gonna start kale. I have the dwarf blue curled vates. We have the red Russian. I also like the black magic kale, the lacinato, the dinosaur kale, and of course we can't miss lettuce. I'm gonna be growing prize head lettuce, like a crimson mix of lettuce, Grand Rapids, and I'm not growing that one. Butter crunch, we're gonna start butter crunch, ice queen lettuce, and black seeded Simpson. So I mentioned a few of the kale varieties, and now we're gonna move on to the rest of the brassicas, which include some Romanesco broccoli, which is that alien looking conical shaped broccoli. We have early purple sprouting broccoli. We have Chinese broccoli called kailan. We have just a regular grocery store broccoli here, the green one. And broccoli rabe, we have Natalina di Fasano Cima Grande. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. We have the green sprouting calabrese broccoli. We also have Brussels sprouts, which is the Catskill variety. And just a regular head cabbage. I don't even know, it's just numbers and letters on there, so I think it's just a regular cabbage. And I have two varieties of Chinese cabbage. One is the Hilton cabbage, which is the regular cabbage that you see in the supermarkets, the Napa cabbage. And the other one is called a granat. It's a Chinese cabbage that is a single serving, is the best way I could describe it. So it's slender, tall, and it shouldn't take as much space as the regular Napa cabbage. So I'm excited to see how this performs in the garden. We also have some baby choy, and I know this isn't a brassica, but I didn't know where else to group it, and it's a thistle. It's an artichoke. We just have the green globe artichoke. We're also going to start a few onions. We have just onions that I saved from a plant that I had grown. Just some yellow onions. I have a bunching onion. This one's white Lisbon. We have Walla Walla onions. We have red burgundy onions and some sweet Spanish onions. We're moving on to some herbs that I'm going to start now. First, we have just regular cilantro. I had already planted a few about last week, and I'm gonna do a couple weekly plantings just so I have a constant supply of cilantro because we go through a lot of cilantro. And the next is perilla. We have dill. We're gonna start some thyme, rosemary, Greek oregano, another variety of cilantro called a confetti cilantro, which just has the frilly leaves. We're gonna start some lemongrass, summertime, garlic chives. I have another variety of garlic chives here, which is called the Nira Gaotsoi, broadleaf Nira. We also have Nelly chives, and we're gonna start some celery, the tall Utah variety, and some borage. Should probably do a separate video for this, but just the first installment of pepper seeds, I'm going to start a few of them. I have decided that I'm cutting back on the super hot peppers this year because I do have enough powder and dried peppers stored, and I want to grow more peppers for fresh eating or for grilling or for snacking on. I know super hots have had a limelight on them for the past few years, but time to give a chance to the milder, more flavorful, delicious peppers that everyone can enjoy. So we're gonna start with just a sweet red pepperoncini. We have a milder jalapeno, which is the jalapeno temps, and we have cayenne peppers. I have a violet sparkle, which is a sweet pepper, lesia pepper. I want to grow hatch peppers, my mom's favorite, which is the fushimi peppers. I have Korean gochu. We have, just for interest in the garden, I'm gonna do a few of the mutant varieties that I grew last year. I just have, descriptions of them: downward, pointy, and fat. And then this mutant is upright and round, and this mutant is downward and round. And I think that I was talking about the growth habit of the fruit. And this mutant is upright, pointy, and skinny. We're also gonna grow some yellow and red biquinho, as per usual. We have some miniature red bell peppers, more cayenne peppers. I have a different variety of Korean peppers. This one's a little bit of a snacking one. It's the green gochu vita, which is also like a cucumber pepper, as they described it. We have togarashi, which is a Japanese variety, and of course shishito peppers, and some Ozark giant peppers. I'm still gonna have to go through my collection of super hots because although I'm not growing as many, I'm still gonna grow them. Because they're just so fun to grow. I'm gonna grow a few microgreens. I got these from True Leaf Market. This one is the basic salad mix and mixed green lettuce mix. And I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed that I've become something of a chaotic gardener, especially since I've gotten access to all these different varieties of vegetables and I just want to grow all of them. It has sometimes become more stressful than relaxing in the garden, and so I'm going to create a space for me where I am forced to stop and appreciate the garden, which is why I'm planting all these flowers. I'm planning on doing a cut flower area in the garden. And so for the flowers, these are ones that I'm just going to start now. I'm going to be starting a few of them every week, but for today we're going to start some drama queen poppies. We're gonna do some white hollyhocks, some chamomile, lavender, and I'm gonna start a few nasturtiums, but it's still a little bit too early for the nasturtiums. I just wanted to see if these seeds are viable. The drama queen poppy, you're still gonna do a cold stratification process. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a few seeds in ice cube trays and freeze them, and then throw those ice cube trays around my garden, and that way they're gonna go through that freezing process. But if you're from a different hardness zone, I'd love to hear, and I'm sure if I'm curious, other people from your hardness zones are also curious as to what plants you tend to start now around this time, February. Comment them down below, and I hope I see you guys on the next video. Bye!